now host a weekly live stream that's going off to people, and you're sharing some knowledge with some of your top people. So let's say, for example, your social selling people, they want to do a live stream. Great. So do a live stream, talk for an hour. And you can even set it up where you could, and that's just your live stream, and that's fine. Then the third option could be you host a Zoom meeting, which also streams to YouTube and LinkedIn and other channels, right? But in this one, people have access to the Zoom call, so they can actually they can register for the Zoom meeting, show up, and be part of the conversation if they want. Those are
Yes,
three very different ways of doing stuff, but all three of them will be easily streamed out there to your YouTube channel and even on LinkedIn if you want.
got it. So I was going to reach out to you to have this conversation,
Yeah.
but I know you're on holiday. I know you're on holiday, so I was waiting for you to come back. And yes, so you've already given me like an overview. So thank you. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think like you're somebody that is comfortable on all the different platforms. And as I said in the audio room earlier today, I said, look, if you're comfortable on all platforms, then have a Zoom meeting, have a live stream, and have a audio room as part of your content strategy. Some
Yeah,
people are not comfortable with that, so fine, pick the one that you want. The one that you feel comfortable with, the one that plays your strength, that one that your audience wants, that's where you gotta go.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and that's why I had this I had the issue with Joe Caruso, because he was like, you should. I'm advising everyone to just stick to Restream. I'm like, yeah, but you're not. I said you're not, and I just basically you're not listening to your followers. Like
Yes,
the truth is, if I'm advising clients, like let's say I'm advising Amalia, she's the audio queen. She loves audio. Why would I advise her to stay away from social audio? That makes no sense to me. If that's what she likes and that's what she's good at and that's what she wants to brand herself, then do it. If someone else wants to do live streams, then do it. If someone else wants to do, a podcast, then do it. But
yes,
you have to cater to your strengths and what you want to do and what your audience likes. And I think in your case, I think they like your videos and they like your audio rooms. So I think you should give them both.
yeah. That's my plan. Just now is which one, and then I'm hoping that Melanie will have worked out what she's going to do.
Yeah, for
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
But
the
okay,
Rockstar one, you mean?
I
because I mean that's the Rockstar 101. I mean, it's just so much fun. We really
I
enjoy
know.
it.
Well, we're gonna get there. I
Yes,
just literally
I know.
messaged Shell. I was like, "What's your gut telling you? You tell me what."
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna make a decision. I have to. So,
Gotta make
um,
decisions.
yeah, I gotta make a decision. I know. I just haven't done it.
Well,
So,
I mean, and I said in the audio room earlier today, you missed it, Melanie, but I said, look, part of my strategy is first mover advantage. When LinkedIn newsletters came out, I wrote one that day and I sent it out.
yeah,
When I heard that LinkedIn audio was being canceled, I understood exactly what was happening. And I tested out Restream and I saw how shitty it was. The first thing I did was I made a decision. I made a decision to test out. I test out Restream. I tested out Twitter Space. I tested out Clubhouse. And I was like, man, Clubhouse is the way to go to integrate it. And I made the decision and I started talking about it way back in the day. So now most people know what Bobby's doing in January. They know this because I'm talking about it all the time. And so for me, I'm really big on first mover advantage. I also want to take advantage of, I definitely believe and predict that there'll be an influx of LinkedIn users who are going to go back to Clubhouse. Maybe not all, but a large chunk of them are. So I want to be there with existing rooms and people know about it. So it's the first thing they see and they're aware of it, as opposed to, well, I'm not sure what's happening with this or that, right? So
yeah,
that's been part of my strategy to let people know this.
yeah,
yeah, I just haven't felt, truthfully, just none of the options are like speaking to me. Like just in my own gut response, like just like I just don't have like a gut response of like this is definitely the direction we should go. Like just
yeah,
one, like literally one way or the other. I just do not have. Yeah, I just don't have one. I really don't have. I'm not landing on any one thing where my gut tells me this makes sense.
Well, I mean, you have to, it comes down to which one do you want? Like, do you want to run an audio room or do you want to run a live stream or do you want to run a Zoom meeting? So first choose what that is for you and your co-hosts, right? And whichever one that is, then what's the strategy to optimize that one that you're doing? So I think the first question is really, and you have to take in consideration your bandwidth. You have to take in consideration your audience, what they like, what they don't like, and what your co-hosts like and what they don't like. But that's going to come into play. But you have to make that first decision is which one do you want to do? I mean, you do a lot of rooms too, Melanie. So like, you'll start
Yeah.
thinking about maybe I should scale back. Maybe I'm just doing one. Like I know like, I've talked about which rooms do I want to continue, which ones I don't want to do anymore. And I think Roy probably has to think the same thing. We have to think about what are we not doing anymore? So
Yeah.
you have to think about that as well. And then, but then I think based on ones you are going to do, where's the split? Where you're going to spend your time?
Mm.
But based on, all I can do is give you my analysis of why my recommendation I think is the best one,
Yeah. No,
right?
I definitely
And
I mean, I don't see myself I don't see myself reducing only because it is working business wise. And I think that's the key of like, but how you framed it of like, do we want to do an audio? Is it a Zoom? I definitely don't think it's a Zoom. I think it's coming down to a restream live or audio. I think those are the two. I'm getting closer because, by the way, started this conversation, I hadn't been there. So,
Yeah.
but
so I'm
but
getting
here's the
closer.
but here's the other thing, Mel, is that you could trial them.
Well, that's the other thing. I may just all
I
tell you
mean,
that we reserve the right to change our
yeah,
mind.
100%. There's nobody said that once you start it, you can't change that.
Yeah.
There are no rules around that.
Yeah, I think I mean, the only thing I'll say that it is much, I don't know what the number is, but it is way harder to get people to join a Zoom call or
Yeah.
a live stream than it is to join an audio room. And the reason because it's just so easy to join an audio room. You just go there and you're just sitting there and you're listening and you're doing something else. If it's a live stream, you have to watch it. Very hard to do. If it's a Zoom
Yes.
meeting, you feel like you have to be engaged and attention. And I think that's the hard. Like we invite